did you really bring your fiancé home today? I was hoping to meet him too. Why didn't you tell me earlier? We're twins. How could you not introduce me to your fiancé? Why are you acting like this? You're so mean.
I'm not trying to be mean. I knew you had plans today. I planned to introduce him to you on another day. I just wanted Mom and Dad to meet him first.
I really wanted to meet him today. You knew I had plans but still chose today. It feels like you don't want me to meet him. You always treat me like this.
It's not like that. I asked Mom and Dad when they were free, and they said today. I didn't choose today just to inconvenience you.
We're twins. I can't believe you didn't think of me. You could have introduced him to me first.
How can you say that? Have you already forgotten what you did to me?
What did I do?
Don't tell me you forgot. You stole my long-term ex-boyfriend.
Are you still upset about that? It's been years. You should let it go.
How could you say that to me? You dumped him after just 3 months. Did you just want to take him from me and then get bored? You are so messed up.
No, it wasn't like that. I liked him initially. But after we started dating, I realized he wasn't who I thought he was. Maybe he seemed more interesting because he was with you.
I can't believe you. See? Why would I want to introduce my fiancé to you?
Did you plan this to spite me? You are such a liar.
I told you, today was the only day available.
Whatever. Congratulations on your engagement anyway. We look alike, but our personalities are so different, right? If I were a guy, I wouldn't marry someone as boring as you. Clearly, he doesn't have good taste in women.
You're always so sarcastic. Are we done here? You're stressing me out. Plus, I'm busy with wedding planning and other things.
It feels unfair that you're getting married first. Sometimes I have to be sarcastic to cope with you, you know?
You're so immature.
Whatever. I feel a bit better now. Well, I have a date now. Bye. Hey, sis, I have something important to tell you. Or rather, something I need to apologize for, I guess. Ellen, I'm sorry, but it's not my fault, okay?
Are you apologizing or being sarcastic? What are you talking about?
Your fiancé is mine now.
What?
Oh, come on, can't you read? Or are you too shocked to think straight?
Are you serious? I didn't even introduce him to you. How did you know who my fiancé was? Is he really my fiancé? I thought you were dating someone. I don't understand what's going on.
Oh, God. You're asking too many questions. At first, I thought any man who would date you must be some kind of nerd. So I was curious about the man you were dating. That's why I stalked you online. You blocked my account, but you didn't know I still follow you using my dummy account. Luckily, his account was public. Your fiancé is Luke, right?
Oh my God. How did you know?
See? I'm a genius. I'm like a detective, aren't I?
Please tell me you're lying.
Why would I lie about this? Well, I understand why you don't want to believe it. One more thing. I'm on a trip with Luke right now. He told you he's going on a business trip today, right?
What? Yeah, he told me he'll be away for 2 days.
Do you believe me now? I mean, it's true that he's on a business trip, so I can't be with him all day, but we're staying in same hotel.
Why are you doing this? Is it really fun to destroy my happiness like this? What did I do to you?
Nothing, but it pisses me off that you act like you're better than me. We have the same face, but you think I'm different from you. You always look down on me.
I never did that. You're the one who thinks that way. How long have you been dating Luke?
About 2 months ago, I guess.
You're kidding. Right after I told you about him?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't serious about him at first. But he fell in love with me. What can I do about it?
Please, tell me you're lying.
I was just a little curious to see what he's like. Turns out, he's a handsome guy. I was so surprised. I guess we're twins, so maybe we have the same taste in guys?
You're messed up.
Ellen, I'm so sorry. Sorry I took all the good DNA while we were in the womb. My bad. Luke fell for me right away. Well, I'm better than you, so of course he would fall for me.
What the hell?
Luke says we have the same face, but our personalities are different. He said I'm funnier and more fun to be with. He said you're so boring.
He said that? Oh God. What have you done? We've already met each other's parents. We've already reserved the wedding venue, and we were just about to send the invitations.
Well, you haven't sent the invitations yet, right? You were lucky.
Lucky? Do you think this situation is lucky?
At the end of the day, you haven't married him. You haven't wasted any money yet. Well, can I go now?
What?
I told you we were on a trip, didn't I? We're staying at the most luxurious hotel I've ever been to. I don't want you to disturb us anymore, so I'm going to turn off notifications now, too. Well then, bye.
Ariana, wait. Hey.
Good morning, sis. Oh my God, last night was so perfect. Luke is like the man of my dreams, and the hotel is so luxurious. I'm too happy to stay here one more night.
Oh my God. You are the worst. Now you're messaging me again? I've been trying to contact you ever since you said you were going to turn off the notifications.
I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to disturb our romantic night, you know?
Then why are you contacting me like this? I thought you didn't want me to disturb you.
Oh well. I have a favor to ask you. I guess it's not a favor because it already happened.
What are you talking about?
I'm using your credit card.
What? How?
Well, I asked Luke to take it from you.
He did?
Yeah. At the luxury hotel, dinner, shopping. I'm using your money to pay everything.
You're lying, right? What you're doing is a crime.
Why? We're family and we're twins. If we're twins, we have the same face, so there's no problem if we share the same credit card.
Are you dumb?
Besides, it wasn't me who took the credit card, it was Luke. So you can't blame anything on me. Thank you, my sister. You're so generous to your twin sister.
Ariana, you don't have any family.
Huh? We are twins. What are you talking about?
I decided to cut ties with you. I'm going to tell Mom and Dad about this. I'm sure both of them support my decision. I hope you regret what you did.
Oh, really? Did you forget that I'm their favorite daughter? They may be mad at me first, but they will forgive me in the end.
Say whatever you want. By the way, is Luke with you right now?
No, he's working. He's meeting a client in the afternoon, so he put on a suit and left. I was so bored, that's why I messaged you.
I see.
But you know what? I found someone to kill time with. What a surprise! I found out that my ex lives near the hotel where I'm staying. I contacted him right away and we decided to meet up now. He said he's coming to the hotel. OMG, I'm so excited.
Wow. You went on a trip with my fiancé and then you cheated on him too?
Well, we're not in a serious relationship. Anyway, I'm so busy now. I have to get ready. I don't have time to talk with a loser like you.
Hey, how's your business trip?
It's alright. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, I just wanted to check on you.
Well, I've been really busy. I'm sorry I didn't call you yesterday. I had dinner with some clients yesterday, and it was a lot of fun.
Liar.
What? I'm not lying.
Ariana told me everything.
What? Everything?
Aren't you on a trip with Ariana? How could you do this to me?
Oh, damn it. Why would she tell you?
And you took my credit card, didn't you? She told me you tried to pay for everything with my card. And I heard it's the most expensive hotel she's ever stayed in. What you're doing is a crime. I'm calling the police right now.
Oh, God. No. I knew it was a bad idea. But she forced me to do it, so I just had no choice. Please, don't call the police, babe.
You are so disgusting. I already told my parents about this. They are furious. We are done. I can't marry a man like you. Isn't that what you wanted? You chose my sister over me.
Hey, calm down. I'm sorry I cheated on you. You know, Ariana was so persistent. I thought she would leave me alone if I went on a trip with her. Please, babe. I love you so much. I have no feelings for Ariana. Please forgive me.
You slept with my twin sister. How can I forgive you? I told you that Ariana took my ex-boyfriend before, right? I was dating him for 5 years. And it all went to waste. Do you remember what you said? You said you would never let me feel that way, ever. And yet, what is this betrayal?
I'm so sorry.
I'll never forgive you. But if you bring back my card, I won't call the police on you.
What? Now? I'm meeting a client.
Well, that's fine. I'll call the police now.
Okay, hold on. I will bring it to you right away.
Good. I'll be waiting.
Hey, Ellen. What did you say to Luke? He was so mad at me. He asked me to give him back the card. I was with my ex-boyfriend at the time, and it was super awkward. And I thought he was going to be jealous, but He didn't. He told me he will give the card to you. My plan is all ruined. He said he's not coming back to the hotel and I should take care of the payments. I begged him to stay, but he left me. My ex also said he just wanted to have fun with me. And he didn't want to get involved in any trouble, so he left me too. I can't pay for this hotel without a credit card. What am I supposed to do? And I thought I'm not going to pay for it. So I ordered a lot of room service and so on. I don't know how much it will cost.
Well, you are on your own. Don't you think it's all your fault? Why should I pay for all of your expenses? You told me you paid for dinner and shopping with my card, right? I'll make sure you pay me back. You will never get away with it.
Oh no! We're twins! You'd go this far?
That's my line. Seriously, you are so messed up. You are my twin sister, yet you stole my fiancé and used my credit card.
How could you do that?
You are the worst. Like I said before, I've already decided to cut ties with you. We're not twins or anything. We're strangers. I'm telling you, it's no use trying to rely on our parents.
Why? Who else but my parents will be willing to help me pay? I'm going to call them right now and ask them to pay for it.
They both said they will disown you. I went to their house and told them everything you did this time. Both of them were disappointed and disgusted by your actions. You never change, do you? My parents almost disowned you last time you stole my ex. And you did it again. This time it's much worse.
Oh no, I don't know what to do.
Even if you call them, they won't answer. I told them to block you.
You didn't have to go that far. What if I get arrested because I can't pay?
I'd rather you did.
Huh?
I think you need to learn a harsh lesson. I don't think we'll ever see each other again. But good luck with your life.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, sis. I swear, I won't do this again. So please help me this one time. And don't tell me you're cutting me off.
I'm so done with you. You brought this all upon yourself. I'm blocking you now. Don't you ever show your face in front of me ever again.
Please, don't say that.
Goodbye. Luke returned my credit card that day. He cried, begging me to forgive him and go through with the engagement. But of course, there was no way I could forgive him, and the engagement was off. He missed an important meeting to bring back the card to me. Because of his absence at the meeting, the company lost the opportunity for $1 million deal. I heard he was let go from his job shortly afterward. If he had informed his client or boss before bringing back the card, things might have turned out differently. I suppose karma had its way. After he got fired, he persistently contacted me, blaming me for his job loss. I consulted with a lawyer and pressed charges against him for stealing my credit card. As for Ariana, she had no one willing to help her pay the bill. She decided to stay in the hotel until they attempted to evict her. Surprisingly, she managed to stay in the hotel for a month. However, when the hotel demanded payment, she barricaded herself inside. This led to the hotel calling the police for assistance. In a desperate act, she even attempted to strike an officer. Consequently, she was arrested. This incident quickly went viral on social media. Authorities discovered she had been live streaming her stay in the hotel, trying to solicit donations for payment. However, this streaming became evidence against her. I also pressed charges against her for using my credit card. Facing multiple charges, she was sentenced to jail. While I hope she learns and grows from this experience, our paths may never cross again. Regardless, I wish her the best in her future endeavors. Hey, Sean. I need to talk to you. Can you come home early today? You've been working late a lot lately.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm going out for a drink with my juniors. Socializing over drinks is important, right? So I'll be late again today.
I understand that, but you've been late so often these days. You go out drinking more than half the week. That's too much.
Is that what you texted me to tell me? I'm still at work, so I gotta go.
No, it's not that. I said I wanted you to come home early because I wanted to talk to you.
What kind of talk? Why don't you just tell me by text?
It's not something to talk about by text.
Don't get me frustrated, just say it.
It's about the cancer screening we both had the other day.
Oh, what about it? Did you get the results? Were the results bad?
Yeah, it's liver cancer.
What? Seriously? A cancer?
Apparently, yes. I couldn't believe it when I saw the test results.
That's because you don't have strong tolerance to alcohol, yet you went along with me and drank too much.
What?
Is it advanced?
Well, liver cancer is difficult to detect because there are almost no symptoms at first, so it's not early stage.
Oh, well, don't get discouraged and hang in there.
What? Wait a minute. You seem to be misunderstanding something.
What's the misunderstanding? There's something I've been needing to tell you too.
What is it?
Well, I've been afraid to tell you because I thought you'd get hurt. But now is a good opportunity for me to be honest with you.
What?
I'm telling you it's not my fault. It's your fault that you're so close to the end of your life.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm going to Hawaii with your sister.
Huh? My sister? What the hell is going on?
I guess you didn't notice. You're so insensitive, aren't you? I'm going to enjoy my trip to Hawaii with Angela for a while. You enjoy the rest of your life.
Could it be that you've been having an affair with my sister all this time?
Bingo, you got it right. Even you, who may be insensitive, should understand if I've said this much.
Don't be silly. You two have been cheating on me? Since when?
About a year ago, I guess.
That long ago? No wonder you've been talking about working overtime so much since the beginning of this year. And yet you haven't been getting paid more for it. I thought it was weird.
It couldn't be helped. Since we got married, you've been so busy every day that I didn't feel attracted to you as a woman. On the other hand, Angela's younger than you and she dresses up every day and she's cute.
What? You cheated on me and you're blaming me for it? The reason I'm so busy is because you don't help me with the housework at all. Of course, Angela is younger than me because she's my little sister.
Angela's better than you, so you can't blame me. You've got cancer and have little time left to live, so you're useless to me.
You really are the worst. I didn't know you were a person like that. I was stupid not to notice.
Huh, say what you want.
I always thought that married couples were supposed to help each other through illnesses and difficulties. I believed that you and I could do that. But I guess I was the only one who believed so.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Alright, well, you're gonna have to be responsible for what you say. If you come crying to me later when you're all alone, I will never help you.
Huh? What are you talking about? You're the one who's sick and lonely. I'm going to remarry Angela and be happy. I don't need your help.
I understand exactly what you're thinking. So you want to divorce me?
Oh, you're unusually understanding, aren't you?
Now that I know what you are, I want a divorce as soon as possible. You said you'd be home late today, but you don't have to come home.
Huh? That house is mine. Why do I have to hear that from you?
I just want to focus on packing today. And if I see your face, I'm going to lose all motivation. I'll pack up my stuff today and I'll go to my parents' house tomorrow.
Really? Oh, that's great. Then I'll stay at Angela's today. I'll celebrate the divorce with her tonight.
Please feel free to do so.
I know we won't see each other again, but take care. Oops, you have cancer, I'm sorry. I hope you are in good health in the afterlife.
It's been 5 years since we got married, and I had noticed that something was somehow wrong with Sean. When I tried to talk to him, he would give me vague replies more and more often. He has been missing a lot of meals at home recently, saying he had to work overtime. But I thought, well, after 5 years, maybe this is just the way it is. Of course, it is not that I did not suspect him of cheating on me, but I thought it can't be. I may have been trying to force myself to believe that it was impossible because we were a married couple. Oh, by the way, about the cancer screening. My family is a cancer family, and all of my grandparents died of cancer. My parents are healthy now, but my father was once hospitalized for cancer. So I always make sure to have a cancer checkup every year. This year, I suggested that Sean get a cancer checkup too. He said, "What, me? I don't have cancer in my family, so I'm fine." But then he said, "Well, I'll take it anyway." We both went for the checkup. I was prepared to spend the rest of my life with Sean, no matter what happened to him, even if he was found to have cancer. But Sean was different. He was going to leave me as soon as he found out I had cancer and remarry my sister, Angela. Well, it was actually a misunderstanding that I have cancer. But I'm glad I found out Sean's true nature. I don't care what happens to that man anymore. And I can't forgive my sister for betraying me. I suppressed my desire to cry and packed my belongings. And I went to my parents' house.
Hey sis, have you already filed the divorce papers?
Not yet. Angela, are you seriously going to marry Sean? I never thought you guys were having an affair.
You're really insensitive, Miranda. Oh, that's so funny. Sean and I wondered when you will notice our relationship. We've been so nervous every day, you know. I'm surprised that you haven't noticed anything.
Well, I've been wondering. Why Sean? You've always been popular and there are plenty of other guys out there. Do you have something against me or something?
Oh, Miranda, it's not like that. Sean is rather good looking, right? So I thought I could introduce him to my friends and show off. That's all.
What? That's all? You didn't feel any discomfort about stealing my husband?
Oh, no, not at all. As long as I'm happy, that's all that matters to me.
Did you have such a bad character?
What are you dreaming about? People are like that. And I definitely don't want to have a hard time in my life. Sean is earning a lot of money, so I'm in good hands, right? Besides, you have cancer, right? I really feel sorry for you. We have a family history of cancer, don't we? Oh, I have to be careful too. If you don't have long to live, you should let Sean go. Who's going to support Sean when you pass away? I'm the only one, right?
Fine, then I'll divorce him. I just didn't have time to go file divorce papers. I have no regrets for someone who would betray me without a second thought.
That's my sister. I'm glad you get to the point quickly.
But you should know that you can't go back to your parents' house. Mom and Dad are both furious with you. They said anyone who would take away your sister's husband is not their family. They won't let you come to their house ever again.
Oh well, as long as I have Sean, I don't care.
I won't help you, and neither will Mom and Dad, even if you come crying to us later.
Why would I come crying to you? You're the one crying because you have to spend the rest of your life alone. Why don't you ask Mom and Dad to comfort you?
I'll make sure you pay me compensation.
What? You want money? You don't have time to spend it anyway, do you? Well, fine. I'll pay you. How much do you need?
What's with that attitude? It's my right to ask for compensation. I'll charge Sean $30,000 and you $20,000.
What? That much? Miranda, you're so greedy.
Sean cheated on me, so I should be paid this much. If you refuse, I'll ask my lawyer to deal with it.
Okay, I'll pay you. Sean told me he has some savings, so I'll ask him to pay my share too. In exchange, you'd better get a quick divorce.
Sure, I'll do that.
Thanks. Then by the time I go to Hawaii with Sean, we'll be a sweet married couple. Oh, it's going to be our honeymoon, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Miranda, about the compensation.
What? I'm not going to reduce the amount.
I was going to ask you for that. Then can you at least extend the deadline a little?
No. You and Angela promised to pay me a total of $50,000 within a month. It's in writing, so I need you to pay it on time. If you're going to break it, I'll go to my lawyer. I'll demand a penalty and even file a lawsuit.
Oh, wait a minute. I was going to pay it. But due to circumstances, you're gonna have to listen to me.
What is it?
I've been feeling really tired lately. I've been absent from work for about a week. If I pay the compensation, I'll have no savings. I know I need to go to work, but my stomach aches and the doctor says a cold I'm getting has gotten worse. He says I should stay home until I get better. I'm in no condition to work.
So what? A promise is a promise, so you have to pay me.
What? Are you a demon? I'm going to pay you when I'm feeling better and can earn a normal salary. You could at least wait a little bit.
The moment you thought I had cancer, you abandoned me. And you said you're going to remarry my sister. Now, which one of us is the demon?
That's right. You have cancer. You must be in pretty bad shape too. And you know how I feel when I'm sick.
I'm not in bad shape.
What? Could it be that your cancer was stage 1? You're cured?
Who said I had cancer?
What? You said it yourself about a month ago. Did the cancer make you crazy?
All I said was that the cancer screening revealed liver cancer. I'm not the one with cancer, you are.
That's a lie. Then this pain. I can't believe it. I have cancer? No way. Then why didn't you say so back then?
Before I told you, you assumed I had cancer. You started talking about you having an affair with my sister and divorce and stuff like that. I just didn't have time to tell you. It's your fault for assuming I had cancer, isn't it? Can you please not blame me?
Because you come from a family with cancer. I thought it was you.
Of course, I am aware that I have a family history of cancer, and I get tested every year for it. But it's not all about family history. It's possible to get cancer even if you don't come from a family with cancer. First of all, you drink too much. If you drink that much, won't your liver get worse?
No way. Am I going to die? I don't want that.
How am I supposed to know that? Well, I'm sure you'll have to pay a lot of money for this treatment. You might even need radiation therapy. Then you'll be out of money and out of hair.
You're kind of enjoying this, aren't you? I just found out I have cancer and I'm so depressed. How can you react like that?
I'm just reacting the same way you did.
Huh?
You thought I had cancer, not you. And you said to my face, I'm done with you and I'm going to enjoy my trip to Hawaii with Angela. I haven't forgotten that, you know.
Well, come on. Can you please waive the compensation?
Why? Why would I do that?
I'm going to have to pay for my medical treatment and I won't be able to work. How can you get money from me like that?
An illness is one thing and compensation is another. I'll make sure you pay for cheating on me.
If that's the case, I'll have Angela work for me while I focus on my treatment. We're a married couple now and she's going to support me. Unlike you, I have a wife who would support me.
You don't understand anything about Angela, do you?
What? What do you mean?
Do you really think Angela is such a good girl? You'll be dumped for sure. She doesn't want a man without money, that's for sure.
That can't be true. I believe in her.
Fine. Why don't you do whatever you want? I have no intention of reducing the amount or extending the deadline. Please pay me the exact amount of compensation. Goodbye.
Miranda, you weren't the one with cancer? I can't believe Sean had cancer. I don't want a husband with cancer and no money. So, I divorced him. Thanks to him, I'm a divorcee. And I couldn't even go on a trip to Hawaii. This sucks. Sean cried to me that he didn't want to divorce me. I'm young and pretty, so why would I want to be with a sick man? He wanted me to work hard to support the family while he couldn't work. That's just so impossible. I told him that I would never change my mind and that he should divorce me right away. Then he told me to pay you the $20,000 by myself. There's no way I have that kind of money. Miranda, are you listening to me? I just got divorced and you should feel sorry for me. So you'll waive the compensation, right? Hey, Miranda, answer me.
You're such a jerk. You and Sean were the perfect match for each other.
I don't care if I'm a jerk or not. Just waive the compensation.
No. Just because you divorced Sean, it doesn't change the fact that you had an affair with him and betrayed me. Besides, you said you'd pay for it yourself. You should take responsibility for your words. I have a written pledge. You can't just walk away from this.
No way.
Mom and Dad aren't going to help you. So don't even think about asking them for help.
Then what am I supposed to do? I don't have any savings.
Look, you're an adult. Why don't you think about that yourself? Why don't you just go into debt or work hard to earn money?
No way. I thought I could marry Sean and live a life of a graceful housewife.
You only think about yourself and do the worst things. I guess you deserve this. Anyway, you have to pay me by the due date. I told this to Sean as well, but I have no intention of reducing the amount or extending the deadline. If you break your promise, I'll go to my lawyer. I'll ask for a penalty and even file a lawsuit.
Oh no! It wasn't supposed to be like this.
Afterwards, Sean said he wants to start over with me. He cried to me saying that the one he really loves is me. I replied, I refuse. I'm waiting for your compensation money. Sean and Angela must have given up. They each paid me a total of $50,000 in one lump sum. Angela has stolen Sean from me for money, but now she had to take on the debt. She's poorer than before, which is something I like to hear. Apparently, she has been working multiple part-time jobs. The other day, I went to a grocery store late at night and found Angela working there. She looked very worn out. As for Sean, our mutual acquaintance had told me that Sean is taking an extended leave of absence from work to concentrate on his cancer treatment. Even though he's a jerk, he's still my ex-husband. I hope he survives. But he did a terrible thing to me, so I'm not sure if God will be on his side or not. As for me, my parents have been there for me and encouraged me during my difficult time. So, I am planning a trip to Hawaii for the three of us. Angela and Sean were supposed to go to Hawaii. I never thought I would be the one to go on the Hawaii trip that Angela and Sean were supposed to take. Anyway, I am really looking forward to it.
Sis, I'm in trouble. Hurry up and read my text. You're such a goof. Who is this? What? Did you forget about your own little sister? It's an emergency. Don't act like a fool. By my little sister, do you mean the woman who took my husband away from me when I was about to give birth? Yes. It's your sister Miranda who took the trouble to be with your husband because he was fed up with you. Now, are you satisfied? So, what does that plunderer want? I'm busy with work and raising my kid. If you have something to say, just tell me. Boy, you're still so annoying, aren't you? If you're going to be like that, I'm going to block your number, you know. Oh no, don't do that. I'm sorry. I apologize. Just listen to me. So, what is it? You said it's urgent. If it's something stupid, I'll block you immediately. What a nuisance. You have a bad personality, you know that? Anyway, I'm at the hospital. Oh, did you catch a cold? They say idiots don't catch colds. Hey, don't make fun of me when I'm in trouble. I'm being serious. Oh, I'm sorry. So, what are you doing at the hospital? I was in a car accident. Okay. What's with that reaction? Your little sister was in an accident, so you should at least ask her if she's okay. You're a cold woman. I'm just remembering that you've been in an accident before. It was a horrible memory. Don't tell me you've forgotten about it, about that time. What are you talking about? Ugh. Who was it that messed with my ex-husband 5 years ago when I was about to have a baby? Oh, that? He was the one who messed with me. I didn't do anything. Don't tell me that you're not at fault for neglecting your husband just because you were pregnant. You didn't do anything yourself, huh? How can you say that? Who would believe such a lie? You took advantage of the fact that I was in the last month of pregnancy and couldn't move. You told him that you got in an accident and asked for his help. It's true that I had an accident that day. I just wanted him to accompany me to the hospital. I asked him to accompany me to the hospital because you had a big belly. I never said the accident was a lie. I'm just saying that you were fine, just a little grazed. I was fine physically, but mentally weak. I was hit by a car. You weren't hit by a car. It was just a minor collision. Steven couldn't bear to see me like that, so he stayed by my side all night. I told him to go be with you, but he said he was worried about me. That night, my water broke and I had a hard time. I had to go to the hospital alone. No matter how much I tried to contact you guys, I couldn't get through to either of you, and my stomach hurt more and more. Do you have any idea how frustrated I was that day? I can only say I'm sorry for what happened. Besides, I just had an accident. My body hurts and I haven't told you what I wanted yet. Listen to me. So, how are you? Are you hurt? You're finally acting like a big sister. Actually, the trauma itself isn't too bad. Oh, good for you. Like last time, you've had a lot of bad luck. But the doctor says there's some damage to my internal organs. What? Are you okay? How can you even be texting me? Does it hurt? Oh, I'm in a painkiller drip, so it doesn't hurt that bad. I just can't move much. So, you want me to come visit you, or do you want me to get you something? Kathy, what's your blood type? AB. You too, right? Yeah. I have to have an operation, and they don't have enough blood for transfusion. What? What's going to happen then? What about the surgery? I can't have the surgery because they don't have enough blood available. I'm trying to find someone, and they're asking if there's anyone in my family who can help me. What happens if they can't operate? I don't know. The doctors didn't say anything. Anyway, I need someone with my blood type to come to the hospital and take blood. You're the only one who can do that. Huh? You don't mean it has to be me, right? I just had my blood tested, and they said my blood type is AB-RH-. It's not easy to find, so they can't find blood for transfusion at the hospital. And the blood center around here doesn't have it either. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I wouldn't have known either if it wasn't for this. So please, you have to help me. We're sisters. My life is ruined because of you. How can you say that? What? Are you kidding me? You're going to let me die? You're a heartless human being. That's enough. I won't depend on you. I don't care if you call me a heartless human being. I'm not going to give you my blood. I will hate you for sure. When I die, I'll come back and haunt you by your bedside. Don't be silly. Well, I hope you find some blood to transfuse soon. I'll never contact you again.
Kathy, hey, Miranda told you, didn't she? For the sake of your precious sister, why don't you come to the hospital right now and give her a transfusion? I'm going to lose her if you don't, so please.
Who are you?
Huh? This is not the time for such jokes. Are you out of your mind? Your sister's in trouble. Are you even human?
Out of my mind? How dare you say such a thing? If you think I'm crazy, it's your fault. You messed up my life.
I'm sorry for all the things I did, but now is not the time to talk about them. Please, please help her.
Do you remember what you said to me after what happened?
Huh? I don't know. Now is not the time.
When you divorced me, you told me never to show my face in front of you guys again.
Don't bring that up now. I can't talk about that right now. Please, you have to help her.
Do you remember what you were doing that day when I needed your help?
I was accompanying Miranda because she was in an accident, and she said she wanted company. You were worried about Miranda too, so you told me to go to her.
Well, I didn't know at the time that I was going to have the baby that night. And I heard you and Miranda were having an affair before that.
Huh? How did you find that out?
Oh, I knew it.
That's not fair. You set me up.
You cheated on me with my sister on the day of my delivery. Now, which one of us is not fair?
Well, I was lonely.
What? What do you mean?
You were pregnant and left me alone and didn't give me any attention. That's when Miranda gently soothed my heart.
And now your beloved Miranda's life is in danger. You're asking your ex-wife, whom you didn't even want to see, for help. You really are a pathetic man. I'm appalled.
Say what you want. Anyway, please, I want to save Miranda.
I want to help her too, you know.
Then come to the hospital as soon as possible. We don't have time.
But I can't give you a blood transfusion because my blood type is different from hers.
Huh? You're the same type AB as Miranda, aren't you? I knew you don't want to help. Your sister is suffering. Is that what a big sister would do?
I have no choice but to tell you.
Tell me what?
The truth is, I don't have a little sister. Me and Miranda are strangers.
Huh? Have you finally lost your mind?
No, I haven't. Miranda and I are not related by blood.
What? What do you mean?
Her parents are my mother's sister and her husband. They had an accident right after Miranda was born.
Does Miranda know that?
No, I'm sure my parents didn't intend to tell her. They raised her as if she were their own daughter.
So why can't you have a blood transfusion?
My blood type is AB, RH+, and I can't transfuse Miranda, who is RH-. I didn't know Miranda was RH-.
I didn't know that. Then who can transfuse Miranda?
I don't think there's anyone in our family who can transfuse her. I'd never heard of such a thing before. My dad's an A and my mom's a B.
What am I supposed to do then?
How should I know? I disowned you guys. Don't get involved with me anymore.
What am I supposed to tell Miranda about why you can't transfuse?
You're so stupid.
What the hell?
Why don't you tell her straightforwardly that I can't do it because my RH is different? Can't you even understand that? You don't have to say it's because we're not blood related.
Oh, I see. Well, that's right.
I understand you're upset because Miranda had an accident, but you need to calm down a little. At a time like this, if you don't stay calm, you'll make the wrong decision.
That's right. Hey, Kathy, how's my daughter?
Huh? What is it all of a sudden? She's fine.
What the hell? Why don't you tell me something more? Like how old she is or how much she misses her father?
I'm dumbfounded. You don't even know how old your own kid is? No kid wants to see such father. I haven't forgotten, you know.
About what?
That you brought Miranda to the hospital when our daughter was about to be born.
What?
They had to do a C-section on short notice, and you signed the consent form for the surgery while making out with Miranda next to me as I was fading in and out of consciousness.
Huh? You were conscious at that time?
Yes, I was. I saw it with my own eyes. I was so frustrated. Have you ever thought about how I felt when I was betrayed by my husband I trusted and my sister I adored? I will never forgive you both, so I don't care what happens to Miranda.
Hey, that is completely unrelated. Hey, Kathy, don't ignore me.
Why not? Why can't I get a transfusion from you? That's the one thing I can't help you with. You happen to have a rare blood type, RH-. Your kid is AB too, right? You should bring her to the hospital and get her tested. Maybe she's RH-. Don't bring my daughter into this. It's none of her business, and you can't get a blood transfusion from such a little girl. What am I supposed to do then? Do you want me to die? Are you a demon? I have nothing I can do. Just rest now and follow the doctor's orders. I hate you! Oh, I hate you too, but I'm praying for a good outcome. I don't need your praying, damn it! Hey, sis! Miranda, how did your transfusion go? Is it done? Not yet, but there's a blood center outside of the state that has available blood, and they're bringing it in right now. Aren't you in danger? Do you have enough time? I don't think it's that serious. Am I in danger? I don't know. Stephen was in such a hurry to get in touch with me that I thought you were in danger. He wants to help me somehow. He can't stand the thought of losing his beloved Miranda, can he? Well, it's not like that. Then what do you mean? I told you I was in an accident, right?
Yeah, but you didn't tell me what happened.
I got hit in a grocery store parking lot.
Oh well, that's too bad. So, who hit you?
Steven.
Huh?
The guy who hit me, it was Steven. He hit me in the parking lot when he was backing up.
What? That guy didn't say anything.
Oh, he didn't tell you, huh?
It wasn't intentional, was it?
Oh, I don't think so. He was pretty upset after he hit me. He wouldn't be that upset if he hit me on purpose.
That's a relief to hear. I'd hate to think of my ex-husband as a criminal.
But we've been fighting a lot lately, and things haven't been going well, so at first I wondered if he did it on purpose.
Really? Well, I'm sure he realized how important you were to him. Not that it matters to me.
He's so desperate to keep me alive.
Of course he is.
He's going to be in trouble if I lose my life.
What are you trying to say? Of course he would. You're his lover.
No, I mean, if I'm dead, he would get arrested for causing death by negligent driving.
What?
As long as I live, he just caused injury by negligent driving. It's no big deal.
That's what he's worried about? That's why he wanted to help you so badly, huh?
Yeah, well, he's getting a promotion. He said he'd get fired if the charges got too serious.
He's still the same lousy guy, isn't he? I really can't forgive him.
Don't talk about him like that. You're really starting to piss me off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, I want you to stay away from me and my daughter. You and Steven, both of you.
Oh, you're so cold. I feel so sorry for myself for being treated like that by my own big sister. The nurse just came by to tell me that the blood has arrived, and she's going to prep me for surgery. Oh, thank goodness.
That's great. Good luck with the surgery. Take care. I really mean it.
Thanks for caring. I'll see you later.
Don't ever contact me again. I'm in big trouble.
What do you want?
What do you mean, big trouble? I told you not to contact me again. That's enough. You and Miranda, both of you. Miranda's surgery is over. Was it successful? Tell me. I'm worried in case you're wondering. It was almost a success. Almost? But there was damage. Well, you should be happy her life was spared. Well, that's true, but... What kind of damage? One of her kidneys is failing and the other one is in danger of dying, so she'll need dialysis. That's terrible. Take good care of her. Yeah, but it's not just her kidney that's failing. What? Her uterus was also damaged so badly that they had no choice but to remove it, so Miranda can't have children anymore. Well, that must be hard for you guys. You have to give up on having children. Yeah. Why did this have to happen to her? So, what do you want from me? I told you not to contact me. Why are you texting me again? Because this is something I can only ask you for. What? Just tell me, I'm listening. I told you Miranda can't hope to have any more kids. Yeah, that's too bad. I want Miranda to raise a child. Huh? That's why I want to take my kid in. You what? She wants to raise a child of my blood and start a family with me. So let me take my child in. Miranda and I will raise her together. Do you realize what a ridiculous thing you're saying? This isn't like raising a dog or a cat. What part of saying you want to raise your own child is ridiculous? I'm just saying what a parent would say. That's what a sane person would say. Think about it. I can't believe that someone who cheated and destroyed his family would take in his child. And you've never even met her since she was born. You've got to be kidding me. But she's still my child. What's wrong with taking her in? Miranda cries that she wanted a child. I don't care. I'll never give you my daughter. I'll contact you again. Don't.
Sis, the surgery's over and I got out of the hospital.
Congratulations on getting out of the hospital. I hope you won't bother me any longer. I'd like to block you.
You're so cold. I'm heartbroken, you know.
What? What's that?
I found out after the surgery that I can't walk like I used to.
What? What do you mean?
The muscles in my legs were torn, and the surgery didn't completely heal them, so I can't walk without a cane. There's no guarantee that I'll get better even with rehabilitation.
I'm sorry to hear that. You should do your best in rehabilitation to get as much relief as possible.
So, hey, can you do me a favor and listen to me for a second?
What? I'm not giving you my daughter.
Oh no, what are you talking about? I haven't said anything yet. From now on, I want to live in a handicapped accessible house, just in case my feet get in the way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Isn't the house you live in now barrier-free?
It's an old apartment, so there are steps and it's far from the station. It takes me a long time to walk with my legs.
That's not good. Maybe you should move to a barrier-free house near the station.
Right? Steven says your house is a barrier-free house near the station.
What? My house? That's true, but what? If you want to live with us or something, I don't want to do that. You should look elsewhere.
No, that's not it. Why don't you give us the whole house?
Huh? What kind of nonsense are you talking? This is my house.
Even though it's your house now, Steven bought it originally, didn't he?
That's true, but I got it as alimony, so it's mine.
So you can just give it back to him.
What are you talking about? I absolutely won't do that. You'll have to find somewhere else.
Plus, I want you to give him back his child as well.
Give him back? Don't be so selfish. Are you serious? You should realize that that idea is insane.
Of course I'm serious. Give us your daughter and your house. I think the three of us can be a happy family. Your daughter is still a little girl, so she'll forget about you soon enough. She'll only miss you in the beginning.
That's such a horrible thing to say. You must have hit your head in an accident.
Oh, no worries. I didn't hit my head. Well, if you want your child to be happy, you should think about it. Would she be happier living with you or with us?
I won't give my daughter to such a crazy person. Don't you ever contact me again. It's disgusting.
Yeah, whatever. Bye.
Hey, Steven, what the hell do you think you're doing? What? What the hell did you really do? What you did is a crime. It's kidnapping. I was just trying to bring my own daughter home. You're overreacting calling it kidnapping. Thank God she resisted and ran away. I heard someone nearby protected her and went to tell the police. I didn't expect my own daughter to cry and hate me like that. She had a lot of power for a little girl. Why would this be a police matter? I'm her father. You still don't get it? No kidding. The girl you tried to take away wasn't our child. You don't even know what your own child looks like. What? She's not mine? Who was that? She's the neighbor's kid, and she's an elementary school kid. Our daughter is still in kindergarten. How can you be her father without knowing how old she is? You did a terrible thing. That kid was so scared and heartbroken. You're kidding, right? I would never have thought that girl was a different kid. You're going to get arrested for attempted kidnapping. The police know who you are. I have nothing to do with this. Turn yourself in now and don't come near us ever again.
I told you not to contact me anymore. What is it? Steven has been arrested. You're the one who told the police. Do something. Steven thought it was his own child. You're overreacting, calling it kidnapping. It's a misunderstanding. He deserved to be arrested for what he did. It's none of my business. It all started because you wouldn't give us your child. If you want his child so badly, why don't you have some woman have it for you? I'm sure Steven would be happy to make a baby too. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you stupid? Are you asking me to let him cheat on me? You must be pretty upset that he cheated on you. I didn't tell you this, but I went to visit you right after your surgery. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, you should have told me if you were there. You were still under anesthesia, and that's when I saw something. What? What did you see? Just tell me. You were sleeping after your surgery, and Steven was making out with some nurse. He had no idea that I was there. Huh? What's that? A lie? You're trying to cheat me like that, aren't you? I'm not lying. I remembered my own time and I felt sick, so I left. He was cheating again. He took advantage of the fact that you were sleeping. What? Why am I the only one who has to suffer like this? Did something you did to me get you in trouble? It's karmic retribution. How dare you talk to me like that? I'm your family. Speaking of family, I'll tell you all about it. What? Is there something you've been keeping from me? Nothing surprises me now, so just tell me. Really? Then I'll tell you. You say you're family with me, but you're not. What do you mean I'm not? Explain it to me so I know what you mean. You're not my parents' child. What are you talking about? Then where am I from? You know about Mom's sister, don't you? The one who had the accident when I was born? That's right. They're your real parents. You're lying. I'm not lying. I was 7 years old at the time. I remember it well. I remember coming home from school and suddenly there was a baby in the house, and they told me she was my sister. No way! So that's why you and I have different blood types? Well, we're not sisters. You knew all along. I wish you would have told me then. I'm sorry. I never meant to tell you until this happened. I've had enough of this. Now that Steven's been arrested, I'm going to live in your house because it's too hard for me to live on my own. I can't even walk with my legs like this, and I have to go to the hospital for dialysis 3 times a week, so I can't do it alone. We've been living together as sisters, so it won't make any difference if you tell me the truth now. What? I don't want you to come. I'm moving out soon. Where are you going? I'm coming with you. I've been selected to be a member of the international team at my current workplace. What? International team? You mean you're moving overseas? Yes, that's right. My daughter and I are moving to Australia in the near future. What about me? I have a physical disability. How will I live? Says the woman who took my husband away from me when I was going through a hard time. We divorced right after the baby was born. How hard it was for me, both mentally and physically. Damn it! Everything sucks! That's none of my business. Go ahead and get frustrated on your own. Well then, I'm going to be busy getting ready to move out, so don't ever contact me again. Well, I won't block you just in case, so be thankful. I'll block you myself! Sometime after my daughter and I moved to Australia, I received a call from my parents. They told me that Miranda broke into the hospital where Steven's unfaithful partner worked and yelled at her, swinging a cane, causing the partner to suffer an injury. The police had arrested Miranda. My parents decided that Miranda has become unmanageable, and they said they're cutting ties with her. Steven was released on probation,
and he came to the condo where I was living for some reason. When he found out that my daughter and I had already moved out, he got angry and ran amok at the entrance of the condo. He injured the superintendent and was arrested again for breaking things in the condo. He was on probation, so it looks like he will be behind bars for a few years. As for me, my salary is more than what I was earning in the States, so I'm able to give my daughter a comfortable life. My daughter and I are having a great time while enjoying the nature of Australia.
You're an embarrassment to the family. You're just making up excuses to skip medical school. And now you're hospitalized with a stupid cold.
Mom, I'm not skipping school. I'm just absent because I can't go. The doctor says I need to rest for a while.
That's what I'm saying. You need to toughen up. Listen, it's us parents paying for school. Us. Stop playing hooky and just go to school. When you become a doctor in the future, you'll be treating patients with more serious illnesses. Someone like you is so weak-hearted. You get hospitalized for a trivial cold. Do you think you can be a great doctor like your father and grandfather?
I can't say for sure since the test results aren't in yet, but there's a good chance it's not just a common cold. Besides, a common cold is nothing to scoff at. If it gets worse, it could kill you.
Just be quiet. I don't need excuses. Get out of the hospital right now. You have to go to school tomorrow.
I can't do that. The test results aren't in yet, and I'm in real pain.
I don't need you to make up excuses. You're really unbelievable crying over something like a little cold. I'm gonna ask your father to get you discharged from the hospital.
I don't think he can do that either. I'm not at Dad's hospital.
What? Why not?
Because I knew this would happen.
Don't tell me you think your father is stupid. He's a great doctor. Our hospital has been in existence since my great-grandfather's time. How dare you, the eldest daughter, deny your family's hospital? Come to think of it, you've always been a rebel. If I hadn't advised you to take a science course in high school to become a doctor, you would have gone on to the liberal arts and end up getting low scores on your science test. Because of that, you wouldn't have been able to go to the top medical school in our country and ended up going to a lower-ranked school. Why don't you take a cue from your sister and work harder? Do you enjoy betraying me and your father? Aren't you ashamed of being the eldest daughter of our family?
I'm not ashamed at all. I didn't get low marks in science subjects on purpose. It's because I just didn't have the aptitude for it and couldn't remember. I was interested in the humanities, and I did very well in those subjects. Isn't it natural to want to go for a course that you are interested in and have an aptitude for?
That's you. You don't reflect even a little on your lack of effort. And yet, you are the eldest daughter of a family of doctors. Don't you feel sorry for losing to your superior sister?
I'm not going to do this anymore because it's making me sick. I'll call you when I get the test results.
Hey, Nellie, wait a minute. Nellie, what do you mean you're dropping out of med school?
You saw the test results, right? I need long-term hospitalization and treatment.
You've only been there less than a year. I thought you were skipping school because of a temporary illness, and now you're dropping out? Oh my God. Our family has been a family of doctors for generations. You're the eldest daughter in this family and you drop out the moment you enter medical school. What are you thinking?
Considering the pace of my recovery, I don't think I'll be able to advance because I won't have enough credits. When I told this to Dad, he said no one in our family has ever repeated a year. He said he'd rather I drop out than stay in school. I don't have a choice now.
You had a quack doctor write you a fake medical report anyway. The only reason you didn't enter your father's hospital was so you could fake an illness.
You still don't believe me about my illness, even after seeing the test results. I'm your own daughter, after all, and you suspect me of faking illness before worrying about me?
It's your attitude that's wrong.
Besides, my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my father, just because they're all doctors, don't you think it's not necessary to make me give up on what I want to do and become a doctor?
Listen, you.
Of course. Even a layman can see that being a doctor is really hard work, and it's a profession that I can truly respect. But I've just realized that whether or not it's a profession I want to pursue is another matter. Even if I became a doctor, I wouldn't be able to do much. If I mess up, I might make a medical mistake and cause trouble. That means I would tarnish the reputation of a hospital with a long history. I know it sounds bad, but I'm glad I had the opportunity to quit medical school. I've decided that once I'm cured, I'm going to do what I want to do the most.
If that's the case, pay back all the expenses you have incurred up to now from the time you started college.
Yeah, I promised to transfer all the money to Father's account within a year of release from the hospital.
Huh? Do you know how much it costs to pay for medical school? It's not an amount of money you can come up with within a year.
I've already decided what I'm going to do. It's not a problem. I'll get paid.
And if you get paid, that means you work. A mere high school graduate. Oh, I can't believe you are a high school graduate from a family of dignified doctors. You're disowned. You don't belong to this family anymore.
That's what I had already intended. Instead of worrying about my illness, you call me a hypochondriac. You're the kind of person who tries to twist people's lives the way you want just because they are your daughter. I don't even want to think of you as a parent.
What did you just say?
I've already asked movers to move the rest of my stuff that's at the house.
What? What do you think you're doing?
If you throw anything away of a value, I'll make you reimburse me.
What the?
I didn't expect you to anyway, but you don't have to come visit me. I'll take care of the hospitalization and the cancellation of university by myself. You don't need to bother. Well then, goodbye.
Nellie, I hope you're okay now. I had the stuff from your parents' house moved to my storage room. And your personal belongings from your locker at the university. If you need anything, I'll bring it to the hospital.
Thanks, Nicholas. So far, we're not missing anything. I'm sorry I even asked you to be there for the movers.
That's okay.
But you even covered my hospital expenses.
It's okay. You're finally free from the curse of your parents. I've decided to do everything necessary for that to happen, and I want to help. Right now, our top priority is to try to get you back on your feet as soon as possible.
Thank you, Nicholas. Nicholas, have you finished your discussion?
Yeah, we're done. I'm going home now.
Do you think the wedding will be cancelled after all?
Yeah, that's for sure now.
I see.
Hey, Nellie. That thing the groom asked me to do, it looks like I'll be there after all.
I see.
What about you? I mean, it's not completely unrelated, but you don't want to see them this way, do you? Even though it's been years, there's no way they'd have forgotten your face. If you want, I'll go alone.
Don't worry. In a way, I feel like this could be a turning point for me as well for the future.
I understand.
I'm sure they've forgotten what I look like. They haven't contacted me since then, and I don't think they're interested in me. Well, I'm the one who told them not to contact me.
But I still have a bad feeling about this. I hope it doesn't get you in trouble.
You're the one who's getting in trouble, aren't you? I'll be fine. Come home soon. I'll have dinner waiting for you.
Hey. What do you mean? I just passed you, right, Nellie? There's no way I could have mistaken your poor, cocky face. Why is an incompetent loser who dropped out of medical school here?
Oh, hi. It's been 8 years.
Hey, you do realize this is a wedding hall, right? Your sister's wedding. But I didn't invite you. I mean, you're not supposed to be here. Get the hell out of here.
No, I can't do that.
What? Wait, did you just come here pretending to be Natalie's sister? It's so embarrassing. Don't just show up at our family's wedding. We've decided that our failure of a daughter doesn't exist. The outcast of the family is a distraction to the wedding, so go home now.
I don't care if I am a failure or not, as long as you don't get in our way.
What? Oh, you work at this wedding hall, don't you? I can't believe you're working at a place like this, even though you insulated yourself with such bravado. Well, I'm going to use you as a guest here today, you know. Shall I have you polish my shoes first? Oh, I'm wearing a dress today, so I had to wear something else. Too bad.
Oh, you didn't hear anything, did you?
Huh?
I'm not a member of the wedding staff.
Then what?
You'll find out in a little while, but it's not something I'm allowed to discuss.
What?
Excuse me.
If you say you're working at this wedding hall now, then you're one of the staff members, no matter how you look at it. I guess when you've fallen so low, lying becomes the norm. Oh, but you have always been a liar who uses a fake illness all the time. I can't believe you were born as the eldest daughter of our family of doctors. Oh, what a pity. What's going on? Natalie was having an affair? How could you cancel your sister's wedding with such a fabricated story? You infiltrated the wedding staff to do that. Besides, from the look of things, why are you on the groom's side? You're a failure, and I had to hide your presence from the groom.
What were you looking at earlier? I'm not a member of the wedding staff.
But don't tell me you're a lawyer.
Not exactly.
Of course you aren't. There's no way an incompetent like you could be a lawyer.
I'm currently working at a law firm and studying to become a lawyer. The one who was sitting next to the groom for the discussion was my husband, who is a licensed attorney.
Huh? You're married? And your husband is a lawyer? Are you insane to use that husband to come and ruin your only sister's wedding?
The groom asked me to do this, so I'm afraid that's quite a misnomer to put it that way.
Why bother with this today?
There was an explanation at the ceremony. Did you really not hear it? Or are you incapable of understanding something inconvenient even if you hear it?
Oh, come on. What?
I only found out about the bride's affair 3 days ago. The groom wanted to settle the matter before the wedding. He suddenly consulted with my lawyer husband, who was an invited guest on the groom's side, to be present at the discussion. I was there because I was the groom's friend and the bride's sister.
The affair was found out 3 days before. Is that why none of the invited guests showed up?
Yes. I didn't get the details on how and when they were contacted, but it seems the wedding was canceled in advance.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that Natalie was having an affair with a resident at another hospital? Is it true? Not made up?
That's what we've been saying all along.
All this time, it It was a match made in heaven, marrying the next director of a city hospital.
It seems that Natalie was attracted to him because of his title. I'm sure the family supported her marriage because it would have been good for Father's hospital if they had gotten married. But you can't get away with anything, can you? As a result, she ended up disgracing her father's hospital, didn't she?
What's with my daughters? You, the eldest, quit medical school to become a lawyer. And our second daughter, Natalie, who was our family's only hope, is ruining this good marriage. Oh, God. Why do you guys always betray your family like this?
I've talked to Natalie since then. She said I was just imitating Mom.
What?
You betrayed your family too, right?
It's your fault. Take responsibility.
Huh?
Your father says he wants a divorce.
Oh, I see. Good job.
Why are you so calm? I'm about to be divorced by your father. Can't you feel just a little sorry for me?
I don't feel sorry for you. I feel like things are finally falling into place in the right way. I just found out about the 20-plus year affair. They even did a DNA test on Natalie and Dad. I heard the results showed no parent-child relationship between the two of them.
It's already progressed that far?
My father contacted me himself. He said he wanted me to do it too, just to be sure, so I took the DNA test.
Well?
I was confirmed to be related to my father.
Right? You're your father's biological daughter.
Why did you panic for a moment?
Because.
You have an idea, don't you? Well, it's none of my business now. Hey, I'm sure my father will investigate and clarify everything.
What investigation? Don't be so nonchalant. Try to talk to your father out of it. Wouldn't you be sad if your parents got divorced?
I'm not sad. My father told me that he can't ask me to forgive him for the way he treated me, but he at least wants to apologize, and he's sorry. I take this as an apology for his reaction to learning that I am the only child related to him. I told my father that, and he ended the conversation. You don't even apologize, you just keep talking about yourself. You've always been like that.
Well, if we get divorced, can Natalie and I move in with you?
I can't do that.
Why not? I'll reverse the disownment, and it's your duty as the eldest daughter to help your mother and sister.
I don't have to do that. I mean, I don't want to. I already live with my husband's parents.
What?
Besides, my husband's parents are a family of lawyers. I don't want my ex-mother and ex-sister, who have a lot of problems, to move in with them. I don't want to have to deal with that kind of trouble.
But, what about mother-in-law problems?
I don't have to worry about that. My husband's parents are intelligent and kind people, unlike you.
Unlike me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Unlike you and Natalie.
Huh? Okay, I forgive you for saying that. But you are my blood and bones daughter, no matter what you say. Blood ties are important, aren't they?
You betrayed my father over this blood thing, and now you're telling me that?
That's another matter.
Please, shut up. I have no intention of accepting you and Natalie, no matter what you say.
But, Nellie, we can't pay the compensation.
Excuse me.
Just wait a second. Oh, come on. I haven't finished talking yet. Then just give me some money. You have to help your mom and sister. Hey, you! Don't tell me you blocked me.
My ex-mom was divorced by my father and kicked out of the house with my sister, who was not his biological child. My ex-mother and ex-sister's compensation for the wedding costs was paid in one lump sum, relying on my ex-mother's family, and they moved in with my ex-mother's family. They are working hard every day to pay back the money they borrowed for the compensation, while her elderly parents nagged at them. However, the ex-mother, who had never gotten out of the habit of spending lavishly in the rich doctor's family, wasted her salary. They are also about to be evicted from my ex-mother's parents' house. My husband has been busy for a while with my ex-sister's divorce proceedings and cleaned up the mess. Once things settled down, we moved out and never saw those troublesome people again. I am in the midst of studying hard for the bar exam for lawyers next month. I want to escape the curse of my parents' family and walk away as a full-fledged lawyer.
Matthew, I have a favor to ask you. Sure, what is it? Next month's wedding, can you not come? What? Next month's wedding? Wait, you mean our wedding? Well, that was the plan at first. I don't understand. Are you asking me to cancel the wedding? No, the wedding will happen as planned. We just want you to be absent. I still don't get it. Is this a prank or something? I'm the groom. How can you hold a wedding without the groom? I am serious. Please, do not attend the wedding. Wait, are you seriously asking me to be absent? Me, the groom? Yes, I'm sorry, it's so sudden. I still don't get it. Why? Why should I not attend? The wedding is happening in a few months. Please explain what's going on. You are right. I don't know where to start. Well, a few days ago, Millie said she wasn't feeling well. I took her to our family doctor. Then, we found out that she was pregnant. What? She's pregnant? That's great news. Why didn't she tell me? I guess she didn't want to tell you. But why? The thing is, my daughter is pregnant with another man's child. What? He's been a family friend for a long time. His name is Aaron. He is Millie's childhood best friend. My daughter is pregnant with his child. What does that mean? Are you saying that Millie was having an affair with him? Don't say such a terrible thing like an affair. They were going together in high school, but Aaron went off to college in LA. So they broke up at the same time they graduated high school. About a year ago, Aaron came back here. I think that's the time they started seeing each other again. What? That exactly means she was having an affair. I guess Millie couldn't forget him. After all, he was her first love. Aaron is a very handsome guy too, you know. So it's quite natural for her to fall in love again. But Millie has a fiancé. I can't believe she cheated on me and even got pregnant. Millie wants to have a wedding with Aaron, not you. He's Millie's first love, her first boyfriend, and the father of her child. As a mother, I want to make my daughter happy. Aaron is the father of my first grandchild, so I want her to have a wedding with him too. Isn't it like a dream to have a wedding with your first love? I'm really happy for her. So, will you give up the wedding? Are you serious? Yes, please. I'm begging you. I'm still processing what you just said. So, you are saying, because Millie is having a baby with her childhood best friend, she wants to break off the engagement with me and marry that guy? No, she's still getting married to you. What? But Millie wants to do the wedding with that guy, right? She wants to have the wedding with Aaron, but she doesn't want to break off the engagement. What? Why? Actually, Aaron is unemployed. So, that's not my problem. I know. The reason why he came back here is because he quit his job. I heard that he is trying hard to find a job, but he can't seem to find a new job. To be honest, I'm worried about his financial situation. The wedding will be nice, but I don't think he can be a good husband for now. I'm getting more confused. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Millie wants to raise the child with Aaron. She said she wants to live in a new house with Aaron too. What? Seriously? A new house that we just bought? Yes. She wants to live in the house with her cheating boyfriend and his child? Yes. So I want you to continue to live in your current apartment. Please, Matthew. It's all for Millie. What? Are you serious? Am I going to lose not only the wedding but also the new house? I'm the one who paid for the wedding and the house. This is ridiculous. Well, I think that's your responsibility as a husband. You work for a big company and earn a lot, right? If you love my daughter, you should give her a new house. What? Are you seriously saying that? Why don't you think of it as a gift for her? Well, now you know everything. Give up the wedding and the new house for my daughter, her baby, and the father of the baby. On the paper, you can marry my daughter. This is so messed up. Do I have to pay for my wedding that I won't be attending? I need to give up the house that I just bought? What did I do to be treated like this? Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything. What do you mean? You can still be Millie's legal husband. I know your parents were worried for you that you were single for a long time. It will make your parents happy too. No, I don't think so. Oh, one more thing. You have to pay for their living expenses. Pay for what? You heard me. Legally, you will be Millie's husband. You should take care of all the child expenses. As a husband, you should support my daughter and grandchildren, okay? Are you out of your mind? Are you drunk or something? I can't believe what you're saying to me. Of course I'm serious. I mean, I'm not saying anything crazy, am I? I'm simply trying to fulfill my daughter's wishes. You just can't attend the wedding, but you can be her husband. This is nuts. Please, let me talk to Millie. I just don't understand what the hell is going on right now. It's just messed up and selfish on a different level. Okay, but I don't think you can change her mind. Hey, Millie, your mom messaged me crazy things. Oh, about that? I thought I should tell you, but I guess she already told you everything? So it's true that you're pregnant, and the father is your childhood best friend, and you want to have a wedding with him? Yeah, I didn't expect to get pregnant, but I wanted to have a baby as soon as possible. I think I was lucky. Are you serious? I mean, it's not like I cheated on you. Aaron is the love of my life. We are not married yet, so what's the big deal about it? I can't believe you. Aaron is coming with me for the next wedding meeting. You don't have to come, okay? I can't wait to see Aaron in his tuxedo. Aaron is tall and handsome, so I think he'll look really good in a tuxedo. Are you hearing yourself? Don't you realize how crazy you are? What? You have a fiancé, but you're having a wedding with your childhood best friend. And you are saying you want to live with him because he's the father of your child? You don't think it's crazy at all? Aw, are you jealous? I know. You were so excited about the wedding. Jealous? No. What I am feeling right now is only anger. If you were a normal person, you would not have an affair.
I didn't know you were so excited about the wedding. I thought guys were not into these things. To be honest, Aaron is better looking than you. And I think he looks better in the picture. I think our picture will go viral because we are such a perfect couple. Seriously, I prefer Aaron for the groom.
You are messed up.
You know what? I'm pregnant now. Why can't you support me and be happy?
What?
Whoever the father is, you will be my legal husband, so it's fine, right? Even about the new house, it's all for the baby. Don't you think it's natural that the real father should take care of the baby? All you have to do is support us while living alone comfortably. What's wrong with that?
Everything. Everything is wrong.
Oh, one more thing. My dad said once we're officially married, he wants you to help out more with our business.
What?
You've been helping my parents with the family business after work and on your days off. If you get married to me, you'll be officially part of my family. Dad said now he's more comfortable asking you to do the work.
What the hell is that? What kind of audacity does your family have? I had no choice but to help him because I wanted to give a good impression. I haven't had a real day off because he keeps asking me to help with his job every weekend. I think I'm already doing the same job as a full-time employee in his company. I can't do more than what I am doing right now.
But one of his employees left the other day. They can't run the business without you.
That's not my problem. Why don't they just hire a new employee?
If we hire a regular employee, we have to pay him a salary, right?
Of course.
But if you help us, he can get free help and save money.
What the hell? What kind of logic is that? I made the manuals and IT systems, and I helped the company become much more efficient. But your dad keeps telling me it's useless. If he wants me to do more work, he should pay me a fair salary.
But you will be part of the family now. Oh my God, you are so greedy. What's wrong with you?
Me? Greedy? Then why don't you help him?
I can't do that. I don't know anything about my dad's work. I'm pregnant too.
Then why don't you get your childhood best friend to help you? If he's looking for a job right now, that's perfect.
Aaron can't do that kind of job. He doesn't seem to be good with computers. Dad says he can't trust him and he prefers you.
That's none of my business now.
Seriously? You have no heart.
Look who's talking.
I'll do my best with housework and childcare. So it's only natural that you should work hard. For me, the baby, and Aaron.
I feel nauseous just talking to you. I don't care anymore. Do whatever you want. From now on, I'll do whatever I want to.
Really? Well, I'm glad you agreed to it.
I can't believe how dumb you are. Whatever. I'll sort things out for now.
Matthew, what's going on? Hey, please pick up the phone.
What's wrong?
We are in big trouble. Today, Millie and Aaron went to the wedding hall for a meeting. They said the wedding was canceled. This is crazy. Do you know anything about this? What the hell is going on? I hope it's just a mistake. Millie was so shocked that she came home and cried all the time. Did you do this?
Yes.
Oh my God! Why? Why did you cancel it?
Let me ask you this. Why do you think I wouldn't cancel it? Like, is there a problem?
Of course there's a problem. Millie was looking forward to wearing her dream wedding dress. It's too cruel to cancel without asking her.
Well, I'm not part of the wedding, right? I have no obligation to pay for someone else's wedding. I paid for it, so I have the right to cancel.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You sound like a villain. It was Millie's wedding too.
But I paid for everything.
Because that's your responsibility.
At first, we were planning to split it 50-50 between both families. But Millie said her parents' house was being remodeled, and they don't have much money to spare. So I agreed to pay for everything, right?
Well, you have plenty of savings. I know it's not a big deal for you.
Anyway, I won't let someone else's wedding be held with my money. If they want to have a wedding, they should pay for it on their own.
You wasted everything. She put so much time and effort into planning the wedding.
Oh, also, I've sold my new house.
What? A new house? Where Millie and her child are going to live?
Well, originally, Millie and I were going to live there. Luckily, it was sold quickly. I know a good realtor who is a good friend of mine. It was new and in a good location, so it sold immediately.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, I don't need it anymore. Didn't she tell you that the house was under my name? I don't need a house I don't live in.
Oh my God! What have you done?
Oh, there is one more thing I want to tell you.
What? What's more?
Do you know that I've been helping your husband's business? I'm not going to do that from today. I deleted all the documents and everything I made.
What?
Like manuals and important documents that he asked me to make. I've erased everything, so good luck with that.
What? Why did you do that?
Why? Well, I wasn't formally employed with this company, you know. So what's wrong with deleting it?
No, you can't. What if my husband can't do his job anymore?
Don't you think that's not an ideal business model? I'm just an outsider, and I just helped a little. I did so much for him, and he never appreciated or paid me anything. Don't you think it's ridiculous?
Please, put everything back now. If he couldn't do his job, everyone would be in trouble.
Who's everyone?
Everyone who works for us.
Then don't worry about it. They're all quitting tomorrow. I don't think anyone will be in trouble.
What? Quit?
Oh, so you didn't know. All of the employees have been putting up with it for a long time, you know? To be honest, the work style at your company is quite unconventional.
What do you mean?
There are only a few employees, so each of them has a lot of work, and it's hard work. Overtime until late at night is normal, and they don't get paid for it. Even so, the wages are low. On top of that, they make outsiders like me work without pay.
But the fact that people are still working here without quitting means they love their job at our company somehow.
Oh, I don't think so. I told them how much they would get paid at another company for the same workload. Similar to my day job in terms of work schedule and salary. I also introduced them to companies where I know people. Everyone was on edge, and some were experiencing mental health issues. When I shared this information with them, they all thanked me. All of them are going to submit their resignations tomorrow.
No. What the hell? They can't do that. They should give us at least 2 weeks' notice before their resignation date.
Oh, that's not a concern. I heard they plan to use their accrued leave. Everyone has plenty of unused vacation days remaining.
Does that mean no one will be here tomorrow?
That's right.
Wait a minute. We can't work without any employees.
Good luck.
Oh my God. What should we do now?
I don't know. Also, I reported it to the IRS.
The IRS?
Your husband's company isn't filing taxes correctly.
What?
He knows it's being done wrong. I called the IRS about it yesterday. I'm sure there will be an investigation soon.
Oh my goodness. If the IRS investigates us, it will ruin our company.
Oh, so you knew what was going on? Good luck explaining it to the IRS.
I mean, aren't other companies doing the same thing?
No, they comply with tax regulations and pay their dues.
Oh no, I'm at a loss. My family's company has been around since my grandfather's time. How can I explain if we jeopardize its legacy?
Oh well, you don't need to worry about that.
Why?
I've already explained the situation to all the relatives, both mine and yours.
What?
I have already informed the attendees about the cancellation of the wedding. I visited the relatives directly at their houses and explained the situation in detail. I also handed out printed copies of the messages from you and Millie. Everyone was shocked.
Oh no!
They all were disappointed when I told them that the wedding was canceled. But they understood me after I explained the situation. They all said that it was only natural for me to break off the engagement.
What? Break off the engagement? You mean you don't want to marry Millie anymore?
Of course. Why would I want to marry that psychopath? Well, I think it was a good thing that I found out about her true colors before I got married. It's scary to think of my life with her if I didn't know anything about her and her crazy family. Don't you think Millie wants this too? She can finally enjoy her life with the love of her life and kid.
You are the psychopath! Millie is pregnant and you want to leave her? How could you even consider that? And you're trying to destroy our family business like this? You are heartless. What if my husband gets arrested because of this?
So, don't you think it's karma?
No, you ruined everything.
Your daughter cheated on me and got pregnant by another man. Now she wants to marry him and live in a new house with us. Millie and all of you have used me in every situation. You're all selfish. You can all go to hell.
What do you mean? We treated you like a real family.
Oh, really? You asked me not to attend the wedding, so your daughter could have a wedding with another man. But you asked me to be the legal husband of Millie. For what? For me to take the responsibility to provide for her? On top of that, you want me to work for free at your husband's company? Is that how you treat your family?
You are misunderstanding, Matthew. We love you and care about you. You and Millie have been dating for a long time, and I know you truly loved her. So I thought if you loved her so much, you would support her no matter what. Whoever the father was, you would support the child because you love her. Talking to you is pointless. It disgusts me to stay connected with a family like yours. Please do not contact me ever again. Please, Matthew, don't say that. Don't leave my daughter. Why do you keep depending on me? I'm not your daughter's fiancé anymore. Please, we are sorry. Oh, one last thing. I'll say this for the child's sake. Aaron is a married man. What? He's unemployed, so his wife has been supporting him for a long time. He betrayed his wife and got Millie pregnant. Well, I think they are perfect for each other. What? Really? Well, I guess that's that. Goodbye. Millie, upon discovering Aaron was married, desperately tried to reconcile with me. Naturally, I refused.
I demanded 50% of the cancellation fee through my lawyer. Millie, having no savings, had to ask her father to cover it for her. I wonder if she'll ever be able to repay him. Aaron's wife found out about his affair with Millie, leading to their divorce. Aaron tried to get serious with Millie, but she lost all trust once she learned he was married. As for Millie's father, he was forced to pay years of undeclared taxes. Naturally, his company went bankrupt. He sought help from relatives, but no one came to his aid. Ultimately, they lost their family land and home. And now, the three of them live in a cramped apartment together. I think they got what they deserved. But Millie's child is innocent. I hope the kid turns out better than his parents. As for me, I focused on my career after all the chaos. Recently, I was promoted to department head. I was devastated by Millie's betrayal. But in hindsight, I'm grateful I saw her true colors early on. Now I focus on my work and self-care to heal. In time, I hope to find someone to share my life with.
Hey Janet, where are you now? Good morning, Susan. I'm on the train. What was it that's all about? What are you talking about? Breakfast. I've prepared it before I left. I know that. I'm talking about what you prepared. I made an omelette, a salad, and some fruit yogurt this morning. I don't feel like I had breakfast. It's like a kid's snack. I see. I try to keep the nutritional balance in mind, but I don't care what you think. Make something better. My husband was satisfied with that. I don't have much time in the morning. Huh? It's your fault that you don't have time because you leave home to hang out in the morning. You're a housewife. You should take better care of your family. No. I'm not leaving to hang out. I'm going to work. It's true that I'm a housewife, but I also work, and it's impossible for me to do all the household chores by myself. Are you talking back to me? I didn't mean to. I don't need a daughter-in-law who doesn't stay home. I'll be getting off the train soon. I have to excuse myself. You're going to run away? It's not safe to use a phone while walking. Wait, I'm not finished talking with you. Do you realize what's going on in the house? It's not being cleaned properly. The laundry is piling up. Don't worry, I'll do it right when I get home. It's too late after you get home. This is what happens when you neglect what needs to be done first thing in the morning. I'm sorry, but I really don't have much time left. So if you'll excuse me... Why did Bob marry such an irresponsible woman? I'll teach you how to be a good wife later. Hurry up and come home. Do you understand? Answer me. Oh my god, ignoring your mother-in-law? You're such a cheeky daughter-in-law, aren't you? Janet, it's already past lunchtime. Why haven't you come home yet? It's because we didn't have a good breakfast. I'm starving and so is my husband. Oh my god, it's so frustrating. You sneak out of the house early in the morning and go wandering around. You're married, but you don't even try to take care of your family. You just waste your husband's money day after day after day. Just being 6 years older than Bob is bad enough. Why don't you do a little more housework? Janet! You are just hanging around anyway, so answer my calls. You shouldn't ignore my calls. Excuse me, I'm at work. Huh? I have told you many times that I am not a housewife. I work. The reason I am out every weekday afternoon is because I am at work. I do the housework after I get home, and I do extra on my days off. I mean, we've been living together for 2 months. Can't you just learn my routine? I'm warning you because I've learned. Just come home and do your chores. Do your duty as a wife. I'm going to a meeting now. Huh? A meeting? Yes, it's the monthly management meeting. I have some preparations to make, so if you'll excuse me. What are you talking about? How can there be a meeting if you're not working? Janet, cut it out. Bob, I have something important to tell you. Can I have a minute now?
Yeah, now is good.
I'm sorry to interrupt your work, but I felt like I had to tell you.
What?
You get a divorce right now.
What?
If you stay with that bad wife, I can see that you'll be unhappy.
Mom, what's going on? By bad wife, do you mean Janet?
Of course I'm talking about her. She cut corners for breakfast. She talks back to me, and she's hanging around when you are working so hard.
What?
I sent her a text message asking her to come home and do chores, and you know what her reply was? I have a meeting. How can a stay-at-home wife have meetings?
No, that's...
Actually, I've been talking with your father about the future, and we're thinking of putting something into action.
What thing?
That's a secret. All you have to do is follow our instructions. Don't worry. Oh, I guess you should get back to work. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Janet, I know you're probably at work, but if you notice this message, I'd like a reply.
Bob, what's wrong? I just left the office now, so I'm fine.
I see.
So, what is it?
I don't know what's going on either. I think my mom and dad are up to something, and...
What are they going to do?
I'm sorry, I don't know either. Mom called me during the day. She suddenly asked me to divorce you.
Divorce?
Yeah, and then she said she's going to do something. She won't tell me because it's a secret. She keeps telling me that you're supposed to follow directions and...
Oh, I see. I wonder what they're up to.
I'm sorry, I don't have much information. I tried to get a little more information out of her before I told you, but I thought it would look suspicious if I overdid it.
It's okay. A little heads up helps. Thanks for telling me.
I'm so disappointed with myself. They made a duplicate key and moved in with us because I wasn't paying much attention.
Well, I was surprised and I'm still not convinced, but we didn't have much choice. It was right after they had a fight with your sister-in-law and her husband, who they had originally been living with, and they got kicked out. Even though your parents were at fault, we couldn't have let them be homeless. If we had them kicked out and they got sick, it would have left us with a bad feeling.
But I hate myself for being controlled by my parents, who don't understand your work or your position, who have no intention of understanding you from the beginning. And I'm financially depending on you. I want to be more competent and I want you to become proud of me.
Bob.
Anything I can do, I want you to tell me.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you. Well, let me know if you get any more information.
That's it?
You can't make a move without information. Well, I just want you to be careful that they don't find out that you're snitching for me. And since you're not on the radar of your parents, I think that's something you can certainly do.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, let's take it one step at a time.
Okay.
Bob, I'm calling to ask for a favor. Are you on your lunch break?
Oh, yeah.
There's a place I want you to go. I was wondering if you could stop by when you're out on sales calls.
Where should I go?
Go to the A real estate in front of the S station. I'm pretty sure it's near the company you work for.
Well, yeah, but why a real estate agency?
Well, you'll find out. I've already spoken with them, so just tell your name at the reception and they should be able to help you right away.
Okay, but not until after I've taken care of some business.
Yeah, as long as you get there today.
But why a realtor? Is there a problem?
Well, not really a problem. It's just some formalities that need to be taken care of. Don't worry, it's no big deal.
What kind of procedure?
I don't want to worry you, so I won't go into detail. It's just to make the house more comfortable.
You could have told me first. Are you hiding something from me?
I'm not hiding anything. You're a busy man. I just didn't want to worry you.
I appreciate that, but I'm still a little worried.
You're a worrier, aren't you? Don't worry. Anyway, if you go, it'll be taken care of.
Okay, I'll be there as soon as I finish my work.
Please do.
Janet, sorry, I know you're at work, but it's an emergency.
Bob, what's going on?
I need you to come to A real estate in front of S station as soon as possible.
What? Real estate agency? Why?
My mom and dad were thinking of doing something bad.
What?
Anyway, I want you to come. I'll fill you in on WhatsApp.
Okay. S station is less than a 10-minute cab ride away. I'll be on my way.
Sorry for the short notice. Thanks. I'm sorry you had to leave work earlier. I really appreciate it.
Not at all. In fact, I'm glad you were able to help us out with our plan.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. Ha ha ha.
Well, back to work for now. Just stick to the plan.
Okay. Hi, Mom. I just went to the realtor. It's all taken care of.
Good job, Bob. Hey, you must have been surprised, right?
Yes, I was. That was a hell of a surprise.
Yeah, I know, right? Actually, me and your father were going to complete the formalities and then let you know. I was told that I couldn't sign any contract without your consent, so...
It's against the law, of course. In the worst case scenario, you'll end up behind bars.
Oh no, good to know. Now that the formalities are over, now I have to get ready to move out.
About that, I know a guy in the transport company. I'll arrange the movers for the day of the move.
Oh, really?
Maybe I can get a discount.
Then I'll let you do it.
Sure, I'll take care of it.
Thank you. I can always count on you, Bob. Janet, I hope you're back home by now. I'm almost there. What is it? You can't go in the house. Go to your parents' house or stay at a business hotel today. Well, you can be homeless for the day. Ha ha ha. Huh? What do you mean? I've cancelled the lease on that house. What? Bob took care of all the formalities. What are you trying to say? Janet, you and Bob are getting divorced. Divorce? I'm sure you know that too. Our son's income allows us to live a luxurious life. But you skip chores and hang around every day. You're so cocky. We moved out and will dump you. Huh? Divorce and move out? You don't deserve a super elite son like Bob. Did he actually say that he wanted a divorce? No, he did not. What? You're trying to get him divorced while ignoring his own will? Because I don't have to ask. I'm his mother. I know he wants to leave you. Well, he is a kind boy. So I guess he couldn't bring that up. But if we separate you guys physically, it's done. Oh, I see. By the way, where are you now? In the car on the way to the new place. Bob's friend who runs a transportation business arranged a car for us. He's attentive. I see. Well, that's... By the way, do you know where you are going? Of course I do. We're heading to a nice house that Bob signed a contract for us. A nice house? We're going to live on the upper floor of an apartment with a beautiful night view. I'm looking forward to living there. That's great. Then I'm returning my husband who makes $3 a day. What? $3 a day? Well, if he really wants to divorce me... No, $3 a day. Don't lie to me. He is so elite that he's on the board of directors at his company. How is it possible for him to earn just $3 a day? I can understand if he's unemployed and has an allowance of $3 a day, but... Oh my, that's amazing. That's correct. Huh? He is unemployed right now. Huh? His previous company habitually flouts labor standards and he got sick, so I let him quit. Right now, he's attending a school to get his certain state certification. He brings his own lunch to school and I give him $3 a day for drinks and allowance. At the beginning of each month. This is what he asked for.
Janet, that's enough. He is a board member of the company and he's been providing for us.
That's me.
Huh? Don't lie to me. You're just a housewife.
Don't you think it's strange for a housewife to be out from early in the morning to late at night?
Of course it's strange. You don't take care of the house. You hang around with your husband's money. That's why I'm trying to get you divorced.
I have been a company executive before we got married.
Huh?
You didn't believe me when I told you before I got married. On the contrary, you agreed us to get married because you thought he became a board member. I also told you that if you would check the list of board members on the W Company website, my name would be there. You haven't checked it, have you?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I really did see your name.
So, you finally looked at our website. Well, I guess it's a little late for that.
You're the managing director of W Corp?
Yes, I am.
Company W is a pretty big company. How's it possible for someone your age to be the managing director of a company like that?
By the way, my grandfather on my mother's side is the president. I'm going to be the next president.
Huh?
My parents worked for different companies. I, the granddaughter, am going to take over the company.
How can you be a managing director and become the next president? So, Bob didn't pay for our living expenses since we started living together?
No, I was paying for everything, including for you and your husband, who were both unemployed.
Wait a minute. Then the lease contract for the apartment that I left to Bob.
Oh, he called me just before signing the contract and told me what had happened. I did not sign the lease for the apartment, and I signed a contract for another apartment.
What? Another?
I mean the new apartment Bob and I are going to live in.
Huh? What are you talking about? Bob is supposed to move in with us.
But he's not with you right now, right?
He's in a different car, but he must be following behind us.
Is that so? Take a good look behind you.
Oh no. I wonder how long we've been separated. Am I on the highway? Oh no, we're so far away. Why? The apartment we tried to sign up for must be in the same city.
You just noticed that now?
What is this?
What you are heading for right now is... It's not an apartment, but a factory dormitory.
What? Factory?
Your uncle owns a factory, right?
What? No way.
Please tell your husband. You and your wife will be staying in the factory's dormitory.
I beg your pardon?
Good for you. You found a place to work and a place to live at the same time.
Wait a minute. Why do I have to work at the factory?
Because if you don't work, you can't live. And I'm moving into another house, and you won't have anyone to support you.
But that doesn't mean... Give me a break. I hate that man so much.
Oh, really? He's nice and wild.
He's annoying.
I heard your uncle lives right next to the factory.
That's the worst. I have to live so close to my uncle, and we work at the same place. My uncle has been strict with me since I was a kid. He's always badgering me every time I see him.
Well, good for you.
Why?
You have a strict uncle to watch over you. It's a good opportunity for you to improve your attitude towards life.
Not good at all. Hey, please get us out of the car.
Don't ask me.
I keep asking the driver to get us out of the car, but he just ignores me. And I hate working at the factory. And I definitely don't want to live near my uncle.
Don't you think it's better than being unemployed and becoming homeless?
That is, if we move in with you guys in your new house.
Absolutely not.
What?
Well then, I'll start unpacking while waiting for Bob, who's on his way here.
Hey!
Excuse me.
Oh no, Janet!
Bob should be here by now.
Yes, I'm almost there.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
By the way, I was surprised at that plan. I can only thank you for your quick thinking.
From now on, we are going to put our happiness first.
I'll study hard and get a certification for sure.
I'll be rooting for you. Bob, hey, answer me. It's not true that you're unemployed, right? You're not living with Janet, right? Bob, please come to save us. After that, my parents-in-law seemed to be trying to escape from the car, but they had already arrived at the factory. My uncle and the factory employees grabbed them and took them to the dormitory. They finally understood the situation they were in, and they finally became calm. Her uncle trained them and straightened them up. A strict work environment demanded discipline, hard work from early in the morning. Susan would sometimes call Bob in tears, telling him that she couldn't stand this kind of life and that she wanted to go home as soon as possible. But of course, he doesn't care. They brought this on themselves, so I hope that they will reflect on their past behavior and become independent. Bob was able to successfully obtain his certification and has been working hard at his new job. We would like to continue to support each other as a couple and live happily together.
Hazel, got a minute? I'm at the hospital, and Dad's condition has gotten much worse. The doctor says he might not have much time left. Can you come to the hospital as soon as possible?
I'm really busy today.
Busy? You're not even working.
Just because I'm not working doesn't mean I don't have things to do. Besides, critical condition? That's so dramatic. It's Dad we're talking about. He'll bounce back like always.
But this time, it really does seem serious. I'm here every day, so I can tell he's getting weaker.
You just worry too much, don't you? I'm busy, so I'm leaving this to you.
He's our only father. Why won't you come?
As the eldest daughter, it's your job to take care of him.
Mom hardly ever visits either. Everyone's so cold.
Everyone's busy. What do you expect? Do you even understand your position? You're adopted. Dad raised you despite not being blood related. The least you can do is take care of him properly as a way to repay him.
But I'm the one juggling work and taking care of Dad alone. Even today, I'm using my lunch break to be at the hospital. The least you could do is visit him.
No way. Not today. I'll come running if things get really bad.
Fine, whatever.
Sis, I just saw you at the funeral home. What are you doing here?
What do you mean? It's my father's funeral. Of course I'm here.
I didn't invite you to Dad's funeral.
What?
You were so shameless yesterday at the wake, acting like family. It's embarrassing to have you around.
Acting like family? I am Dad's daughter. It's natural I'd want to properly say goodbye.
Family? You're not even blood related.
Huh?
You seem confused. Did you know how inappropriate it is for an adoptee to sit in the family section?
But I've been by Dad's side, caring for him nonstop since he fell ill. I have every right to be at his funeral. That is so unfair.
Of course you took care of him. You're adopted and owe him big time. But there are lots of relatives and Dad's business associates here. It's embarrassing to have you, an adopted kid, sitting front and center. I call you sis for convenience, but that's just formality. Truth is, I've always called you that piece of shit in my mind. Funny, right?
That's too cruel.
Well, your very existence irritates me. But I'm the heiress of a corporate dynasty, so I can't use such language. So honestly, I call you sis as a sort of penalty game. You should be grateful.
Hazel.
Don't strut around at Dad's funeral like you're his daughter. Dad had a soft spot for you, but I, his true blood daughter, won't be. Adopted kids are just outsiders in the end. Get it?
Even if you say that, Dad raised me and treated me as his own child. I don't think I am an outsider.
Just get out of this funeral home. You're making me sick. Dad can't rest in peace with a stranger like you around.
But
your very presence here is a mistake. So disappear. Don't cause our family any more trouble.
But you know what, Hazel? You thought of me like a real daughter. That much I know for sure.
That's just you taking advantage of Dad's kindness. You're not family, not anything. Now that you understand, disappear from our sight right now. Don't force me to kick you out.
Layla, this is unbelievable. Are you hurt?
Oh, Paul, I'm fine. I just need to change.
Someone saw Hazel dump a bucket of water on you and told me right away. I can't believe this happened. Where are you now?
I'm at the rental clothing store partnered with a funeral home. It's just around the corner.
Good. They'll lend you a black dress? You can't attend the funeral soaking wet. I wonder what on earth Hazel was thinking.
I almost had a heart attack. The funeral director saw her douse me and brought me here immediately. I'm glad I'm not her.
I'm relieved you're safe. But that was truly awful.
She came out of nowhere with a bucket and just threw water on me. I was so shocked by the cold, I couldn't move.
She dumped it on your head, right?
Yes, so my makeup's ruined too. Oh, and I'm thinking of borrowing a wig and glasses.
Wig and glasses? Why?
I thought I'd disguise myself a bit and sit quietly at the edge of the family section.
What's that about? You have every right to be there proudly. What are you saying?
But I'm scared Hazel might do something else.
I'll stick by your side the whole time. Even Hazel won't try anything with me there.
Oh, but...
Don't worry. I'm your fiancé. I've been approved to sit in the family section, so there's no issue. You can sit there proudly, too.
I just hope she doesn't pull anything else.
I told you not to worry. I'll keep an eye on her. Besides, with so many people around, even she'll have to behave. So go back to the funeral home without worry and properly say goodbye to your father. You have that right.
Paul, thank you so much. It's really reassuring to know you're here.
It's a man's duty to protect his fiancée. I'll be waiting for you to change and come back.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
Hey, what was that yesterday?
Oh, what's wrong?
I dumped water on you so you couldn't attend the funeral. But you changed and waltzed right back in and sat boldly in the family section.
Thanks to Paul, I was able to properly say goodbye to Dad.
Why was Paul glued to your side the whole time? Him sitting in the family section is weird.
Because he is my fiancé. He had everyone's approval to sit there.
You seem confused. He should really be my fiancé, you know? Get it?
Why?
Because whoever marries Dad's only daughter, me, becomes the successor to his company. Mom says so. Besides, he's too good for an adopted outsider like you.
Wait, are you saying Paul is set to be the next CEO?
Obviously. Isn't he the most talented at Dad's company?
Well,
Something went wrong and you got engaged to him. Actually, it should have been me. It's a good opportunity, so hand him over.
I think you're misunderstanding something. The CEO position and our engagement are totally unrelated.
Shut up. Oh yeah, Mom has a message for you. And I quote, "Don't think you, a stranger, have the right to inherit."
Does that mean I should renounce it?
Exactly, I agree.
I don't think this is the right time to discuss this right after the funeral.
Why not? Inheritance is important.
The lawyer hasn't revealed the will yet. We should check its contents first. That response won't cut it. They're having meetings about the next CEO considering Dad's wishes. You shouldn't say or do anything now.
I don't get all that complex stuff, but I'm taking Paul. He's perfect for CEO, and marrying me will make everything work out.
No, see?
With a CEO position at stake, he will definitely choose me, the real heiress, over an outsider like you. Our marriage makes total sense. You're adopted. You're an outsider. So you have no right to the inheritance. And I'm taking Paul too.
You're right. We are strangers.
You got it. Sis, you're totally screwed. Serves you right. Now that Dad's gone, I'm cutting ties with you.
Well, I don't mind cutting ties with you, but Paul isn't going to be the next CEO.
Huh?
Why do you think he would be? It's been settled since Dad was alive that he won't be the next CEO.
What? What are you saying?
He's not in that position.
I don't get it. Whatever. Paul and I getting engaged is something Mom and I decided. See ya. Hey, Paul, do you have a moment?
Hazel? What's up?
Looks like you were sitting next to my sister at Dad's funeral yesterday. But from now on, you'll be by my side, okay?
Huh?
From today, I'm your fiancée, so please take care of me.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm saying as of today, we're engaged. Aren't you happy? I'm Dad's true daughter, a real corporate heiress.
My fiancée is your sister Layla.
Oh, that's not going to happen. It's been decided, so don't worry about it.
What do you mean?
Sorry it's a bit confusing, but it seems Dad made some mistakes. You were actually supposed to be engaged to me, the real corporate heiress. So let's correct this here. Let's get engaged.
That reason has absolutely nothing to do with my marriage. Besides, I'm marrying Layla because I love her.
But Dad's huge inheritance is coming in soon. Plus, if you don't marry me, the CEO position...
I don't understand what you mean.
Huh? Why are you saying that? Everything would work out if you married me.
No matter what you say, my fiancée is Layla. I love her, and I have no intention of marrying anyone else.
Huh?
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait. Hey, sis. This doesn't make sense. Wasn't Paul supposed to be the next CEO? This is totally different.
Hazel, calm down a bit.
How can I calm down? Why are you becoming CEO? This is absolutely ridiculous. What kind of dirty tricks did you use?
You've got it all wrong. Can you cool down and listen?
Huh? What am I misconceiving? How can you become CEO? You're adopted.
I want to clear things up. Can I explain properly?
Try if you can, but I'll never accept it.
Okay, first, let's talk about why I was adopted into this family.
Because Mom and Dad couldn't have kids, right? After they adopted you, I was born miraculously. That's how it all started, right?
The part about struggling to have kids is right, but the rest isn't.
Huh?
I'm not sure how much you know, but I'm actually Dad's niece by blood.
What? Niece? I've never heard that.
I'm the daughter of Dad's older sister. That sister and her husband, my real parents, died suddenly in an accident. So Dad took me in and adopted me. That's what I've been told. I was surprised at first, too.
No way. I never knew any of that happened.
Now, about the next CEO. Dad's company is run on pure meritocracy. Me becoming the next CEO after being blood related to the previous one is just a coincidence. My name was among the CEO candidates. And thankfully, my daily efforts were recognized.
What? No way. Then what about Paul? What about him? Wasn't he a CEO candidate too?
I've been dating him since college and thought it was about time to get married, so we got engaged. Our marriage has nothing to do with the company.
Lie. I can't believe it. But I've heard he's great at his job. At least wasn't he one of the CEO candidates?
I need to correct that misconception too. He isn't even our employee, so there's no way he could be a CEO candidate. He works at a different company.
No way!
Well, that's it. I've got a lot to learn before taking over as CEO, so I'm quite busy. See you.
No, wait! This is all so different from what I thought. Why? Sis, I absolutely cannot accept that will. Maybe it's a fake will. There's no way Dad wrote that, right?
Unfortunately, it's real.
I can't believe it. Only you can inherit Dad's estate? Why do Mom and I only get the statutory portion?
It's as stated in the will. It reflects Dad's wishes.
And to think even the house we've been living in, under Dad's name, becomes yours?
Hazel, on paper you're Dad's child. But the truth is, you're a daughter born from Mom's affair, with absolutely no blood relation to Dad. I was shocked to learn this from the will too. Apparently there's solid proof that you're not his child. I'm surprised Dad gathered that evidence.
No! How could this be? I believed I was Dad's real child.
Dad must have had a lot of complicated feelings and inner conflicts. If he wanted, he could have divorced Mom for adultery. He might even have abandoned you.
Don't say such cruel things.
That's not the only reason Dad didn't leave you an inheritance.
Huh?
Dad knew that you and Mom were being mean to me.
What? He knew? I thought Dad was too busy with work to pay attention to us.
Also, Mom's cheating habit never stopped. That's another factor. Dad warned her many times, but she didn't listen. I think that painful struggle led to his decision in the will. Try to understand how much Dad was suffering. So, I'll follow Dad's will. I think this is the best way.
No, this can't be. Paul, please, help me.
What's this all of a sudden?
Marry me.
Excuse me?
Come on, it's a good idea, right?
No, I told you the other day, didn't I? I have no intention of marrying anyone but Layla.
But I've had such a tragic life.
Oh, you mean finding out you're the child of the man your mom cheated with? That must be really tough.
It is. I never wanted this, but I was forced into this situation against my will. Yeah, it's a real tragedy. Plus, because of my sister, I can't get the inheritance. It's all because she's in the way.
She has nothing to do with this. She hasn't done anything wrong.
But if she weren't around, I'd be the only real daughter, at least on paper. As a legal heir, Mom and I would have gotten the inheritance. With that inheritance, our lives would have been so much easier.
Have you realized how awful the things you're saying are?
Huh? What do you mean?
Sure, inheritance has deadlines, and it needs to be handled systematically, but someone just passed away. While everyone's praying for the deceased soul, each with their own thoughts, to see the wife and daughter in the midst of it all, buzzing about inheritance, it's just utterly uncomfortable.
Pa, I didn't mean...
You want to say you didn't mean it that way, but you're basically calling yourself classless, which makes it even worse.
Pa!
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Please, listen to me. We're really in trouble.
There's nothing more to discuss. Goodbye.
My sister and mother, who were counting on Dad's inheritance, were pretty shaken when they learned they'd only get the statutory portion. Apparently, they'd been spending lavishly, buying up designer brands without even working, and had zero savings. Since I inherited the house they were living in, their pride took a hit, and they packed up and left. I thought they'd be fine since they still got a good chunk of change, but turns out they were both deep in debt. The entire statutory portion vanished into debt repayment. Now they're just scraping by with live-in jobs they finally found. As for me, I'm swamped with the unfamiliar role of CEO. But I'm really grateful to have my husband, Paul. He's sharing the household duties and giving me emotional support. Going forward, we want to work together as a couple and build a happy home.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.